Barbados. Now Jenny's off for March break. We came for a 10-day holiday and we're doing a budget-oriented holiday this time.
We are.
Cuba's on shutdown right now, so we're actually pivoting and looking for alternate destinations. And we're coming here. We've been here many times, so we know what we're getting into. And so we decided to come here and make a video and share it with you. Now we are staying in a small little Airbnb. It's called Palm Cottage.
Yeah.
It's a sweet little place, but we'll show you that in a minute. And we'll tell you the reasons why we've decided to come to Barbados and to stay here on the island. I think the first reason is we've been here many times.
Yeah.
So for us to come here, it's kind of like coming home.
We know the place really well. We love that we can walk everywhere in this community.
Now we are staying in a small community called Wholetown. Now it's on the west coast of the island, and it's a small little community. Has lots of restaurants, it has banks, it has a place to get your laundry done, and of course it has a store called Massey's. It's a grocery store, has everything.
Everything you need.
When it comes to food in Barbados, sometimes it's just cheaper to buy your stuff that you want for breakfast. Yogurts, eggs, cheese, milk, and the bread's fantastic.
There's also lots of little coffee shops nearby, bakeries, and in the area we're staying in, you have access to the beach club.
Yeah, so that's why we decided to come back here. Yes, it is about a 5.5 hour flight to get here.
It's a little longer than Cuba, for sure.
It's an island, so things are gonna be a little bit more expensive than going to Mexico, probably. But we find it very safe here. For us, it's just the ease of getting around, which just makes it so much more convenient for us. And we don't have to worry about trying to find things when we've come here.
Yeah, when you know a place, you eliminate having to try to find it. So you can enjoy your holiday that much more.
Let's talk about morning coffee.
Yeah.
Now, we have the grocery store, like we said. We bring our own coffee,
We do. I love to make coffee in the morning. It's one of the things I love, so.
And coffee here on the island can be expensive. So instead of going to the grocery store, we bring our own coffee and make it at home.
We also enjoy going out for a coffee.
Now, Cafe Charisma on Saturdays.
Oh, it's busy.
Very busy. The place will be packed, actually. So for value for money, if you're just the type of person that wants just to come out and just have a coffee.
Yeah.
Now, they start with morning coffee, I believe at 7 o'clock in the morning. And coffee is about $3.50 US for a coffee, or it's 7 Bajan, or that works out to about 5 Canadian.
It's a great little spot just to sit and enjoy the gardens. There's lots of people around, good conversation.
I think one of our biggest travel hacks that we do, breakfast at home, coffee at home.
Yeah, sometimes we go out, but generally speaking, we make our own.
Now, let's just say you don't want to go to Massey's, but you want to find something that's actually a cheap option. Well, there's food trucks scattered all around this country. Sometimes they're not easy to find as they used to be 2 or 3 years ago.
You gotta find them.
Value for money, I don't think you can beat a food truck.
No, and the food is incredibly delicious.
So the one down from our place, at the entrance to Sandy Lane, they do chicken, they do lamb.
Mac pie, my favorite.
Fish, they do potato salad.
Potato salad, rice, beans, and the beans were actually good and spicy.
And for about 30 Bajan dollars, which is 15 US or about 20 Canadian, this is the amount of food we get. So this is enough food for both of us.
Yeah, we share.
And that was basically our late lunch. And if we do it late enough, sometimes might be our dinner. Now, if you do find a food truck, you're gonna notice that they are super friendly and helpful. It was a lot of fun. Now, let's just say you're into getting lost and you're into finding beaches. Well, if you're into walking, we've walked this whole west coast. Woo! So we went up to Spikestown yesterday, took the bus, went through Spikestown, we checked it out, and then we slowly migrated back down towards Wholetown, and we had a great day.
Yeah, it took us the day.
Yeah, but we stopped in at little places, we had like a little beer, we kept on moving down, found more beaches, found some more food, and we just kept coming down until we got to Wholetown. And then we stopped at Wholetown and we went and watched the sun go down. Now today we've started from Wholetown and we're going down towards Bridgetown. just trying to find Payne's Bay. And at Payne's Bay, there's gonna be a fish market. So if you don't want to go to a fancy restaurant, you can always go and find the fish markets. Yeah. And I believe you can get mahi-mahi, swordfish, and I think it starts around 15 Bajan or $7.50 US a pound.
A lot of our subscribers always say to Mike and I, why do we don't do excursions? And this was actually really great.
Now, we ran into Corey and his wife Jen at Savvy on the Beach, and he invited us to come along with them for the half a day. And we absolutely said sure. So we met them down in Bridgetown, got on the boat. It came with food, alcohol, drinks.
And the excursion of snorkeling.
Your mask, your gear. They showed you where to go. There was an instructor, Tony, he took you out, and we actually snorkeled at 2 places. One for turtles and one for a shipwreck. And at the end, we had dinner, watched the sunset, and we came home. So for everyone that always says, do some excursions, well, we did that.
We finally did.
Now, a couple of other highlights. We want to say sea glass along this coast.
It's a favorite pastime.
Jenny loves to do it with our kids. There's green, but the best one to find is blue. It's really tough to do, but Jenny does it.
I try.
So there's all kinds of little hidden gems here that doesn't have to be expensive, but it can be if you want it to be.
Yeah.
Now let's quickly talk about our cottage, Palm Cottage. Small little apartment.
So cute. Very, very quaint.
It's really close to the medical center, which is a 24-hour facility right down the street from us. So basically, it's just a small 1-bedroom apartment, totally comfortable, totally self-contained in a great little neighborhood. Basically, it comes with a front yard. We have a small little backyard. We have a queen-size bed with a good mattress.
Yeah, the mattress is super comfy and cozy.
And great pillows.
Great bedding.
We have a little ensuite, and then we have a kitchenette with a small little sitting area, fridge, obviously, stove.
Yeah, everything that you would get Airbnb-wise.
2 beers and ice. And then we have a great little outdoor sitting area where we have coffee every single morning and we see the birds come.
Yeah, it's such a great spot.
And honestly, like walking distance to everything we need.
To everything, it's so close, yeah.
We're cleaned up and we're gonna go out for dinner. And I think tonight we're going to Surfside.
Yeah, we're gonna get a burger.
Happy hour there is from 5 till 6. And then if you don't want to go to Surfside, there's Zacchio's, there's the Tides, which is absolutely beautiful, right on the ocean. And then there's all kinds of other restaurants scattered along Wholetown.
I feel like there's something for everybody. There's from low budget all the way up to extremely expensive and fancy dining. Perfect sunset at Surfside.
Anyway, one of the highlights, I think, of this entire island is going to be Juju's for us.
Yeah.
We said a couple of things to people. Hey, where should we go? And people say, Savvy, go try here, go try there.
Yeah.
We went up to Spikestown and all the way down. But
we tried a few spots.
For us, we love that place.
Our favorite.
Locally owned. Storm and his mom run it.
A little bit nostalgia too. It was our first kind of place that we discovered when we were here, and we took our kids. So
yeah. And it's really reasonable.
It is reasonable and consistent. Like, it's just the great food, fresh. Love it.
I want to say thank you to all our subscribers. We're over 30,000.
Finally!
And I want to say a special thanks to everyone that supports us on our Patreon. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it. And a couple of other special highlights and a couple thank yous to some other people. Anyway, if you haven't liked our channel or subscribed, please do so. It really helps us out. And guess what? We'll see you in the next video.